How you doing, Destiny?
Good, good. Doing
Happy
good.
happy quarantine. That's awesome.
Like,
Hey, Destiny, real quick. So I first and foremost want to thank you for helping out Clarissa with her training today. I know you're super busy, but before we get going here, I mean, tell me a little bit about yourself.
well, I'm like 24.
Uh huh.
I have a son. I'm a dental assistant. I barely started working there in December.
Uh
Not much.
huh. Okay. Okay. And you've been there for what? You said like 4 months.
Yeah, about like 3 or 4, yeah.
3 or 4 months. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure you love what you do. You love what you do. I mean, so you've been there for 3, 4 months. I mean, what would you change about it? Like, what would be one thing that you love about it to start with? Like, what do you love about it so much?
Honestly, I just love when like we do the work on the patients and they're happy after, like with their look. We clean their teeth and everything, and then when they're done, we get to show them with the mirror, and they're like so excited. That's what
Wow.
I love the most.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you love helping people.
Yeah, of course.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What would be one thing that you would change about it? Like one thing that you would like to improve on it?
Mm, maybe like assisting the doctor more. It's just difficult when you work with different doctors because they all have like a different way, a different strategy of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So like sometimes I'll be trying to help one doctor the same way I help another, and they don't like it like that. So I mean, if all of them could be on the same page, that would be great.
So you want kind of more consistency, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, awesome. Destiny, do you make your own decisions? Like, do you make your own decisions in your life?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. Awesome, awesome. Listen, if I could provide a solution where you could potentially make more money, find more consistency in your work, not taking you away from your job or anything, but just making more money in these times right now, would you be open to that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, cool. So at this point, I mean, what kind of goals do you have for yourself? Like in the next 3 to 5 years? You said you have your son, yes?
Yes.
How old is your son?
He's 3.
3? What's his name?
David.
David? Okay, I mean, like, what do you want to accomplish for David? What do you want to do in the next 3 to 5 years for yourself?
I honestly want to be out of my apartment.
Okay,
Into a
okay.
house. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of house do you want?
I want one for sure with the picket fence. I want a little wall in the front.
Nice.
Yes, if possible. A little wall, yeah.
Right.
And then I want to own 2 cars. Right now I only
Two
have
cars.
one. I want to own 2 cars.
Yeah, what kind of cars do you want?
I want a Lexus.
A Lexus.
Yes.
Nice.
Right now I have a Chrysler. I
Okay.
want a Lexus.
Okay, that's right. That's awesome. Well, listen, so let's just say you accomplish all of that. You got your house, you got the cars you want. Like, what is next for Destiny? Like, what does Destiny want more than just being stable and having her house? Like, what are some massive dreams you've always had? Maybe travel the world, retire your parents, make sure your kids go to college without them going into debt. Like, what kind of goals do you have for yourself like that?
Yeah, I want my son to go to college with no problems. I want to have my options open. I do want to go back to school. Don't know for what yet, but I want to have more options in like my career.
Yeah.
So like I don't have to just depend on one thing.
Okay. Well, check this out. If let's say right now, what you're doing at work, do you feel like you are on track to accomplish all of this in the next 3 to 5 years?
Somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat. Okay. Probably might have to penny pinch a little bit more, right?
Only because I'm barely starting working, so I'm not actually getting paid as much as I should because I didn't have experience. But I know that once I get that experience, I get better at what I do.
Right.
I get the hang of things. Like I'll get paid more, and then I'll start climbing up to that step.
Nice. So promotion and making more money is very important for you in the long run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So before I get into, a little bit about what we do, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from the Bay Area. I grew up in San Jose, California, and I came over here to Fresno and went to Fresno State. graduated in 2014. I was doing physical therapy assistance for about 5 years of my life. Absolutely loved it, Destiny. Absolutely loved it. But then there were 3 things I didn't like. I didn't like someone else having control of my time, someone else having control of how much money I could make, and sometimes I was working harder than the next guy, and that guy was getting paid more than me, right? So I got really, really tired of that after a while, and I told my mom, hey, I'm going to go back home. I'm tired of this job. I'm going to work with my dad in his painting business, stepdad in his painting business. I'm going to do Uber on the side, and that was my plan. But then on that day that I put in my 30-day notice, I tell my friend, he calls me, his name's Brian Garcia. He's all, Manny, are you open to making more money? I said, absolutely. He's all, I asked him, what is it? He's all, just meet me at the Starbucks, man. I'm like, Starbucks? Like, that's not sketch at all, right? So I show up to the Starbucks. Destiny, I'm in sweats. I got a hoodie on. I have a hat tilted to the side like the cool guys, right? I got flip-flops on, right? I'm thinking about to start selling weed with this guy. It was like the funniest thing. It was the funniest thing. Like, what's the get down? I was like, what's the get down? But then he sits me down in front of a broker, dressed super sharp, and I'm sitting down there with my friend, and they tell me how we're going to make money, how we're going to help people. And I've always had a passion for that. And let me just paint a picture on how exactly we help people. You ready? So imagine we have 2 teams that are going to play this game. Okay, imagine with me. We have these 2 teams that are going to play this game. One team has a coach, has a game plan, and has been practicing all week for this game. The other team doesn't have a coach, doesn't have a game plan, and has not been practicing. Who do you think is going to win that game?
The one with the coach.
Exactly. Why is the coach so important?
Because he helps you get to the steps that you need to succeed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He helps you avoid mistakes, right? He helps you avoid obstacles in the future, right? So that's what we are in regards to the financial game, because it's simply just a game. When it comes down to money, it's a game. Because if you're saving the right way, you're investing the right way, you're buying homes, you're on track for retirement, and you have a game plan, and you have a coach in your ear, you're going to reach financial freedom. If you don't, you're going to live check to check. You're going to be struggling to save money. You're going to be drowning in debt, and you don't know when you're going to retire, right? So that's what we are. We're these coaches for these families in our community. For example, I sat down with a client about 2 years ago. Her name's Claudia. Okay, last year, she's complaining about headaches. She goes in over here to Community Regional. She checks in, her head is hurting. They just give her ibuprofen. You know, at the hospital, they always just give you pain medication at first, right? So she tries out ibuprofen for about 30 days. She comes back 30 days later, and they run a CT scan because the ibuprofen's not working. They find a benign tumor in the middle of her brain, Destiny. Okay, not gonna kill her. Not going to kill her, but she's going to need brain surgery and she's going to need chemotherapy. Do you know how much chemotherapy is nowadays?
I don't.
No? Okay, it's about $10,000 to $12,000 a month right now on average. Okay? Check this out. Claudia is a single mom. Okay? Works at Carl's Jr. 3 kids. Okay? Do you think with the income she's making at Carl's Jr. and the help that she's going to get from the state, do you think she's going to have enough money for her medical bills and her living expenses?
Not even close.
Okay, check this out. 64% of families are going bankrupt because of medical bills right now. Got that so far? So check this out. I want you to take out your calculator. It's okay if you put me on speaker. Go ahead and take out your calculator on your phone. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so on this calculator, I want you to put the number 250,000. Okay, 250,000. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so the year before she gets diagnosed with this benign tumor, Destiny, I sit down with her. I teach her about this life insurance policy. Okay, she signs up for it, and a year later, she gets hit with this. Okay. Now, before I get into the topic of life insurance, what's your understanding of life insurance, Destiny?
Not really sure.
Yeah, the common understanding is what? That you don't touch this money unless you pass away, right? Now,
yes.
Would you agree that technology has improved over time?
Yes.
Would you agree that medicine has improved over time?
Yes.
Okay. Life insurance has no exception to that rule. You no longer have to die to touch the money that you have in your life insurance policy. Let me explain. The policy that I wrote up Claudia in has 3 living benefit riders. Okay, they're called living benefits. Living benefits. If you get diagnosed with a critical illness, a terminal illness, or a chronic illness, you are able to touch your money while you're still alive. So she was able to touch up to 80% of that $250,000 to help her out with these medical bills and to help her out with her living expenses. So I want you to do this. I want you to multiply 80% times that 250,000 for me. It's that 250,000 times 0.80.
Okay.
Okay, what number came out?
2,000? 200,000?
200,000. Let me ask you this, Destiny. You love to help people, right?
Yes.
Let's say you sat down with a single mom, or you sat down with one of your friends, one of your cousins, and she has kids, and you helped her out with a policy like this, and then she gets diagnosed with something like my client Claudia did, and then she calls you and she says, hey, can you call the company to see if I could touch my money? You call the company sends you a check so you can deliver to the family, and you deliver a check of $200,000 to help her with her expenses and with her medical bills. How would you feel if you were able to help people that way, Destiny?
I'd feel great. Like really great.
Right? Now,
Yes.
would you agree that like, for example, are you Mexican? Are you Hispanic?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you agree? Do you speak Spanish or just English?
Just English.
Just English? Would you agree that our people prioritize quinceañeras and carne asadas more than their finances? Yeah. Okay. How many families usually split up because of money problems?
Oh, a lot.
A lot.
I've seen it lately.
Okay. And that's usually because a situation where like the education of money, there's no coach. Does that make sense? Like there's no guidance, there's no knowledge. So what we do, we're spreading that education, we're spreading that knowledge, and we're helping people the way I just taught you how we help them. Now, what's in it for you? Okay? Here's what's in it for you. I want you to put on that calculator. I want you to erase all those numbers, and I want you to put the number 50 on there.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Now I want you to multiply that times the number of months in a year.
Okay.
Okay. What does that come out to?
600.
600. Perfect. So now let's just say we have you at our 50% contract level in our firm. Multiply that times 50% for me. What was that?
I'm not good at math.
It's okay. So it's okay. It's totally fine. Trust me. So you had that number 600 on there, right?
600 times 50%, right?
Yes.
That's 0.50, right?
Yes. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. 300.
300. That's right. You got it. So look, when I sat down with Claudia, okay, I sat down with her. She had her baby on her lap. I explained to her this policy, and she the $250,000, she was paying $50 per month. $50 per month. Okay? She made her first payment. As soon as she made her first payment, I got paid the next Tuesday $300. Okay? So let me ask you this. How many hours do you have to clock in at work to make $300?
I think about. Hold on, let me do the calculator.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's see. Probably about like 20.
20?
20 hours. Let me see, because I make like no more than that.
Wow. Okay. So it takes about 20 hours.
About like 24 hours.
So a
Like
total
24.
a total day. Can you hear me?
No, more. Like 3, almost 3.
Almost 3 days.
Yeah.
Goodness. Okay. How would you feel if you can make that in about an hour, hour and a half?
That would feel great.
Okay. Listen.
Living the life.
Exactly. Listen, I am not trying to take you away from your job. Okay. I want to reiterate that right now. But you can continue to do what you're doing and you can make more money, especially right now. Are you going back to work right now, or they got you on lockdown too?
In like 2 weeks, I'll be going back.
Okay, awesome. So look, in the meantime, that's the opportunity that's on the table to make more money, okay? Additionally, from home possibly. And if it makes sense, we could potentially bring you on board today, okay? Because this is the thing. Is there money to be made in insurance? What do you think?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, insurance is everywhere. Every car has what?
Insurance.
Every house has what?
Insurance.
What about skyscrapers in big cities? What do you think they have?
Insurance.
Absolutely. And what about banks? Do you think banks have insurance?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So if insurance is everywhere, banks have insurance. Who do you think has more money? Banks or insurance companies?
Insurance companies for sure.
So who do you think pays more?
The banks.
The insurance companies. So this is the thing. Yeah, absolutely. Right? And this is the thing, Destiny. When it comes down to it, the traditional agencies, like the traditional insurance industry, they consist of a particular, how would I say, nationality. It's usually 59 years old. They're white, in a nice suit, right? And they speak usually how many languages? 1, okay? Now, let me ask you this. How big is the Hispanic market?
I'm not sure.
It's huge. Don't you see Hispanics everywhere? Where are you from right now?
Partner.
Parlier.
If Hispanics stopped purchasing stuff, nobody would be in business. There's so many Hispanic people that actually cover and buy everything that, Anyway, I just had to add that.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Exactly. So how big is the Hispanic community around us? Especially Parlier. Parlier's like little Mexico.
Partner, oh yeah. It's huge.
Right? So look, this is the thing. Do you think that, let's say for a fact, like John Smith from Nationwide, the company Nationwide, do you think he would be able to talk to your Tia Maria about life insurance?
No.
But what about Destiny? Do you think Destiny could talk to her Tia Maria about life insurance?
Yeah, absolutely.
So who do you think is going to be able to help your family more? John Smith from Nationwide or Destiny from Nationwide?
Destiny?
Absolutely. So in the end, how many people do you think you could help?
A good amount.
A good amount. So how much money do you think you can make?
I'm not sure.
Right. Give me a sec.
Won't be a lot.
Yeah. No, seriously.
All the girls. Imagine all the girls. Competition, though. There's a lot of competition.
No.
But not everybody's cool like you.
Check this
Not
out.
everybody's cool and has people,
Destiny. Let me ask you this. For example, the Hispanic community is huge, right? Who's going to be able to help that community more? The John Smiths of the insurance industry or Destiny Diaz and Clarissa Roddy?
Us, for sure.
You guys, because they connect with you more. John Smith doesn't connect with the community of today. So how much competition do you have?
I guess not a lot.
Not a lot. And then I'm going to be working with you. My wife will be working with you, and we're bilingual. So we'll be able to help a lot of people with you. We'll be able to teach you a lot and all that good stuff. Now, we help you with training, licensing, and helping you get clients. We give you clients. To get going on your licensing, that's the only catch, because it almost sounds too good to be true. It is, right? Because you have to get licensed through the state of California to do what we do. All right, to get going on your licensing, it is $220 to get going on your enrollment. It's not like school where you have to pay $20,000 to get your degree, right? This is where we help you get licensed. We introduce you to a platform that teaches you entrepreneurship, how to be your own boss, how to get access to all these carriers, marketing material, and a software system that teaches you everything about what I've talked about so far. And the only catch is this: you have to pass a test. The test is an 80-question test, and all you need to do is to pass it with a 60%. That's a D. That's a D. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're smart enough to get a D, right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, at the same time, let's say your son, he grows up, he's 15 years old, and he starts to bring nothing but D's on his report card. How pissed would you be if your son starts to bring D's on his report card, Destiny?
Pretty pissed.
Hell yeah, that would it mean that,
Better than that.
right? Hey, would it seem like he's trying or he's not even trying?
Oh no, he's not trying.
Because he's bringing home a bunch of what?
D's.
A D's. So you're telling me that if you barely even try, you get a D, you get a license to make money.
Sounds nice.
Right? So, and this is the other thing. You have to have a clean background. You can't have no DUIs, any felonies. Have you killed anybody?
No.
Okay. So far, so good. And at the end of the day, I want to show you exactly how we help these families understand what we do and how you're going to be able to do it. And if I'm able to answer all your questions, because I'm pretty sure you already have some, and you have full clarity, and we're able to do this today, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't give this a try. Do you?
No.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay? Give me a sec. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So the name of our company, Destiny, is PHP Agency. Have you heard of us?
I haven't.
Okay, so PHP Agency is simply a financial marketing organization. We've been in business for about 10 years. We started out in the Northridge area with 66 agents. Now we have more than 14,000 agents in 49 states. We've expanded out to Puerto Rico. We're making plans to move into Monterrey, Mexico, India, and Canada. So it just shows you how fast we're growing and what we're doing for the communities. We've been featured in Forbes magazine and Entrepreneur magazine as one of the fastest growing financial companies in the entire country. And also, do you know a guy by the name of Oscar De La Hoya?
I don't.
Have you heard of Canelo Alvarez? Canelo? The boxer?
The boxer, yes.
Yeah. So Oscar De La Hoya is a legendary boxer, and he's now a promoter. He has Golden Boy Promotions, and he's the one who promotes Canelo, right? So this guy, he's invested tens and millions of dollars into our company. I'll have Clarissa send you the interview that he had with our CEO talking about why specifically he decided to do business with us because of what we're doing for Hispanic communities across the country. So that's a little bit about our company. Now, these are some of the products and services that we offer. Can you see what I'm showing you right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. We help people with 401k rollovers, IRAs and Roth IRAs, life insurance, long-term care, annuities, and debt settlement. Out of these 6, which ones have you heard of before?
The life insurance. That's about it.
Okay, no problem. Look, the fastest way you can make money with us is helping people with debt settlement. How many people do you know who have credit card loans and school loans, student loans?
A lot of people.
A lot of people. As soon as you get enrolled into our program, you do not need a license to do this. You simply get a personal link from our company. You send this link to somebody who needs help on it. And once they get the link, all they do is put in their full name and their phone number. Our company gives them a call. And they offer them payment options. They select the payment option. They make their first payment. You're getting paid the next Tuesday or Friday. You can even do this on yourself and you get paid on yourself. So that's pretty cool, right? So these are some of the companies that we represent: AIG, National Life Group, Nationwide, MetLife, just a whole bunch of companies. Have you ever heard of any of these companies?
Just Nationwide.
Okay, cool. So look, you see that company, National Life Group?
Yes.
Okay, have you ever heard of that company?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Okay, no problem. So they're based out of Vermont, up there in Vermont, all the way up over there in the United States in the corner, right? So these guys have been in business since the Civil War. You remember the Civil War?
Yes.
So these guys paid out life insurance claims from people who died from the Civil War.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So they've been in business for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
MetLife, AIG, I'm pretty sure you heard of those. So today I'm going to talk to you mainly about life insurance, okay? Why life insurance? Why do I talk about life insurance first? Because of this very reason. Imagine with me, I'm the breadwinner of a house, okay? I have my beautiful wife who takes care of my beautiful baby girl. They're not working. I have 2 boys that go to a private school. I'm paying for everything, Destiny. I'm paying for the house, the bills, the cable, the phones, the cars, everything. They depend on my money. I die. I had no life insurance. How do I leave that family?
With nothing.
I leave them with nothing. I leave them unprepared. How often do we hear about the stories of the rich getting richer? When they die, they leave behind money. They leave behind wealth. They leave behind legacy. But when we see our people pass away, we see GoFundMes. We see food plates. We see car washes. How often do we see that?
A lot.
So what we do, we help families understand how to establish a legacy for themselves and for the families to potentially benefit from the living benefits or pass down generational wealth. So that's pretty awesome. So let's get to this here. So you see the first one here? Choosing life insurance is like choosing a burger at In-N-Out. How many options do they give you at In-N-Out? They give you 3 options, right? Unless you know the secret menu. but anyways, so here the first option is the term policy. Okay, with this term policy, let's say we have a 34-year-old female. Name me one of your cousins, any cousin.
Jennifer.
Okay, so we're working with Jennifer here. You sit down with Jennifer. Jennifer wants a policy for $500,000. You see that? And for $500,000 in coverage. And she wants it for 30 years. These term policies work like this. Very, very simple. You either get it for a 10-year option, a 20-year option, or a 30-year option. Got that? Okay. Your cousin Jennifer wants a 30-year term for $500,000. So let's just say she's 34 years old. Here it's going to come out on average $30 a month for a 34-year-old for $500,000. So for 30 years, she's paying $30 a month all the way up to 64 years old. Got it? Very simple. Okay? Now she's 65 years old. Okay? The policy expired. 30 years are up. What do you think happens to all the money she put into this thing?
Does it go away?
Yes, she loses everything.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So this first one is like car insurance on your life. It's just strictly protection. That's all it really is. There's nothing to it. So that's one of the biggest negatives, is that all the money goes away.
Yeah.
The biggest positives here are these 2 things. You see this right here? How much was she paying?
30?
Yeah, she was paying $30 a month for how much money? How much coverage?
$500,000?
Yes, I don't know about you, but $500,000 is a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? And paying for $30, that's pretty cheap, right? So that's one of the biggest benefits, is that you pay little for a lot of coverage, okay? Now, the second benefit is this, is that you have living benefits. Remember how my client Claudia was able to touch her money? Okay, this is the same thing. Every single one of our policies, Destiny, have what you call living benefits. If you get sick from a terminal illness, a critical illness, or a chronic illness, you are able to access your money while you're still alive. Okay? That's how our policies work. This first one, very simple, very easy, right? So let's just say you sat down with Claudia, okay? And she said, hey, you know what? I can do $30 a month. You see right here where I'm circling?
Yes.
Okay. You multiply that times 12. Okay, that comes out to $360. This 125% is a bonus all these companies pay us every time we help a family. That comes out to $450. With the average contract level in our firm, you're making $225. Got it? Okay, so how much did your cousin pay? Your cousin Jennifer?
30?
And how much did you make?
225?
How much coverage does she have?
$500,000?
For how long?
30 years.
And how much is she paying?
$30 a month.
Exactly. How easy is this right here?
Pretty simple.
Any questions?
No?
Okay. So look, $225. I know that it's not a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure it could help you out saving a little bit more. catching up on a bill or two, cleaning up some debt a little bit quicker. Maybe, hey, saving up to have money quicker to put that down payment on that house. And listen, Destiny, I don't know if you're paying attention to a lot of the stuff that's happening in the real estate market, but once this whole thing passes over, there's going to be so many houses available that are going to be at such an affordable cost. So right now, more than ever, it is important for people to make more money. And this is what the opportunity just looks like so far. Any questions about this first one?
No.
Okay. Could you see yourself potentially doing something like this, Destiny?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can.
Awesome. So this next one, you see it's called the ROP?
Yes.
Okay. You see how we have your same cousin, Jennifer? The same 34-year-old female? Right? Watch. We have the same 34-year-old female here, and we have the same 34-year-old female here. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, over here, she was paying $30 a month, right? And over here, and over here, she's paying how much?
100.
So it's a little bit more expensive. This is why. Because at 65 right here, on that first one, all that money she put into it, what happens to her money in this first one?
It's gone.
She loses everything. Here, she turned 65. All that money she put into this one, she gets what you call a refund. All the money she put into it, they return it to her. Now, I'm pretty sure you've heard of car insurance before, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's just say I called you, and I'm your guy from State Farm. I'm Jake from State Farm. I call you, and I say, hey, this is Jake from State Farm. I have a new policy for you. You pay into it for 5 years. After these 5 years from this car insurance policy, you're going to get all your money back. Would you want that car insurance on your Chrysler?
Yes, I would.
Hell yeah. Give me my money back, right? But that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist in car insurance.
Yeah.
Okay? But it does exist in life insurance. Yeah, I know. Me too. Trust me. Right? So it does exist in life insurance. So with this policy, it's called the ROP. It basically stands for return of premium. They return you all the money you paid into it. So here you put in $100 per month. So they're going to return to you after the 30 years, $36,000. So here the three benefits stand like this. If you live too long, you get all your money back. If you get sick, you have the living benefits. If you die too soon, the money, the coverage, stays with your family.
Nice.
Okay? So here, let's just say your cousin Jennifer, she agreed to pay for this one. $100 times 12. That comes out to $1,200. With the bonus, that comes out to $1,620. At the contract level of 50%, we have you making a little over $800. What would an extra $800 do for you right now? Really?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
I'll be able to pay my insurance like months ahead.
Months ahead? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, awesome. Do you have any questions about this?
No.
Okay, and there's no such thing as bad questions, okay? Because at the same time, look, I'm going to let you know these three things. We are looking for people, okay? We are looking for people. Second is ask questions, so this training is a lot more helpful for Claire. And third, if there's anything you see that could potentially help you and your son, please ask away too, because you never know, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so far, do you see this business being profitable? Like you can make money here?
Yes.
Okay. Now this last one here, it's called the permanent policy. The first one is like the Honda of life insurance. The second one is like the Mercedes of life insurance. And then the third one is like the Ferrari of life insurance. Okay? Why? Because you have your death benefit forever. You have your living benefits forever. And then you have something called cash value, where you're able to build some type of wealth here to have enough money for a college fund for a little one, an emergency fund, retirement money, to pay off a house money, like whatever kind of money you want to use this for, that's what that cash value is there for. Here, the average sell comes out to $250 times 12. That comes out to $3,000. With the bonus, comes out to $3,450. At your contract level, you're making a little over $1,700 helping how many people? How many people did you help here?
Just one.
Just one person, making $17.25. Look, and check this out. Would you agree that practice makes perfect?
Oh yeah.
So if you saw this a couple more times, do you think you'd be really, really good at this?
Yeah, for sure.
Does
I'm
it-
a quick learner.
Absolutely. Does it feel like I was selling you something or simply showing you something?
Both.
Yeah, but I was simply just showing you something, just showing you how something works. Right?
Yeah, but you did it in a good way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
I have life insurance. I have life insurance already.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, and the reason I said practice makes perfect because of this. Because let's just say you made $300 just helping one person and you just did that once a month. You would get really, really good at this and help like 5 people like this. And you're making $1,500 part-time.
Yeah.
That's an additional income on top of the money that you're already making at work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, who's in control of making more money? Me or you?
Me.
Okay, and who's that decision up to? Me or you?
Me.
Do you like to have control?
Of course.
Okay. Do you feel like based on the circumstances that happen today in our society, do you feel like you're in control?
Not at the moment.
How does that make you feel?
Helpless.
Okay. So obviously we need to find a solution so we take that control back and we have that control in our hands to make as much money as we want to make, right? Regardless of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what that opportunity is. So I'm pretty sure you have questions. You know, we help you out with the training, the licensing, and then we give you clients because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want me to give you clients if I haven't trained you or licensed you, right?
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, please ask away.
So like, how long is the training?
The training is as long as you want to go for it. To be honest, we have ongoing training every Tuesday and every Saturday, and I host trainings almost every other day. We do the trainings like this through Zoom. You can do it from the comfort of your home. Go for it.
So like, do you do training in person as well, or just like?
Of course. If I could go back to my office right now, I would be in my office right now. You know, but we have a really big office here in Fresno. It's over here by the Fresno airport. So
Okay, I don't live too far from there.
okay, perfect. Yeah, so we would have you over. You would be partaking with our agency. We would be training you. I have a licensing coordinator who will be giving you a call right after we get you into the system today. She's going to be giving you a call to get you going on your courses so you can start studying for your license. For your license, the fastest that somebody has been able to get licensed here has been 10 days. They take their test in 3 days, they pass it, they send it to the state releases their license within 7 days, boom, they're licensed in 10 days, already making money.
Nice.
So at the end of the day, look, how much does it usually cost to start a business, like to start a restaurant, to start a lonchero, like a food truck?
I'm not sure, but I know it's a lot.
It's about-
20 grand. You have to buy like you have to rent out a spa. You have to have all your supplies and everything to get the business going. I know it's a lot.
Right, and do you usually have somebody who's already in the business teaching you how to do everything?
Not necessarily.
No, and that's what this opportunity is for. So isn't that crazy that this is only $220 to get started and we're going to teach you everything about how to start a business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, so look, at this point, please ask away. Ask more questions if you have any.
Like, what kind of questions are on the test?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Can you give me an example, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just basically general terms. It's general terms of insurance, ethics and codes, and just doing the right thing kind of questions.
Okay, that's like the same as my when I got my dental license.
Yeah.
We had like an ethics and codes test, and like it was pretty easy.
Yeah. No, it's super easy.
I tested on the first try.
Yeah, dude, it's super easy. I'm telling you.
It's like
Yeah.
basic like knowledge, like it's just common sense. Yes, exactly, common sense.
Common sense and a lot and memorization. Are you good at memorizing?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Perfect. Dude, you're going to get licensed super fast. I could already see it.
people. And, so I want to help people get into a good place right now, being that everybody's on quarantine and dealing with stuff. I want to grow a good group of girls or a group of team to help me and I help them, and we all help each other kind of get out of where we're at right now. You know what I mean? And I only want people who are like, you like you want it. You want it. You know a lot of people. So yeah, dude, I'm gonna get licensed.
Yeah.
ASAP.
So and then this is what we're gonna be doing, Destiny. In the meantime that you're at home, I'm actually gonna have my licensing coordinator host like studying sessions to pass your license quicker. So we're gonna get you guys prepared to make sure we get you licensed. We're gonna be helping you with training and all that good stuff. So I hope that answers that concern about licensing and all that.
So I have a question. I feel like after everything that's happening right now, you guys might be getting more customers, right?
Oh, dude, right now, everything that's happening right now is like the catalyst of what we're doing right now. So we've written so much business. Like, let me tell you something. How awesome would it be, Destiny, that you could write your own stimulus check in the middle of these crises doing this kind of business?
That'd be cool.
Okay, and that's what we're doing. We're writing our own stimulus check. You know what I mean? Like, and it comes to show because, for example, in the first week, I've had a couple agents make like $800, $900. You know what I mean? In the first week of the month. So it just shows you that, a lot of people are making money. A lot of people want what we have to offer, and they just want to know how it works. And you have that little tool, that little picture, and you show them how it works. And they're like, okay, so how much would it cost? Have you ever been quoted? And then that you just initiate that conversation of helping them out with something affordable.
Yeah, sounds nice.
So I hope that answers that question.
Yeah, answered it.
Awesome. Do you have any more questions for me?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, fantastic. Look, Destiny, if there's any more questions, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of clarity on what this is. I don't see any reason. Actually, I have a question for you. How would you be able to fit? In our culture? For example, we have a very tight-knit, like family-oriented kids running around the office sometimes. It gets crazy sometimes, but we have a lot of single moms, single dads, full-on families, workers, do this part-time. How would you be able to fit into our culture? Like, what strengths do you have that would make our office, our team, a better team?
Well, I mean, I am in pediatrics. I've been getting better at working with kids,
Mm-hmm.
and dealing with them. I have my own kid too, so I mean, it's kind of easier to settle them down now. That's when I started my job. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this, but
Right.
I got the hang of it, so that's pretty good strength for me.
That's awesome. Okay, I like that. I actually got my wife on the phone right now. Babe, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
She's so beautiful. Anyways, Destiny. So this is my wife, Judy De La Torre. Okay? This is my wife, Judy De La Torre. She's actually one of the brokers in the office. She introduced me to the business. I got started. She introduced me. And we've been doing a lot of great things. And she's going to be working with you and getting your orientation going. All right? But this is what I want to do. Since you don't have any more questions, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't give this a try. Do you?
No.
Okay, cool. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get you into the system today. My wife's actually going to take care of that because she has a computer at home and she's going to be able to get you enrolled. So there are no DUIs or criminal records in your background?
No.
Okay, cool. So, babe, I'll let you go ahead and handle that. I'm going to take care of this stuff. They sent me out on a honey-do list to come pick up groceries. I'm doing this in the parking lot right now. All right? So, Destiny, I'll see you later. I'm so excited to have you on board. I can't wait to see you do amazing things with us, okay?
Cool. Thank you.
All right,
Have a
take
good
care.
day.